Breaking tonight at 6 o'clock, a major decision in the Delphi murders trial.
The judge in this case now says the jury will be allowed to hear alleged confessions from the suspect, Richard Allen. Our senior investigative reporter, Bob Segall, is digging into this latest order. Bob?
We now know a jury will get to hear confessions that Richard Allen allegedly made while in prison. We just received the judge's ruling on that, and it will have a big impact on the upcoming trial in the Delphi murders. The state claims Richard Allen allegedly made at least 61 confessions about the murders of Abby Williams and Libby German while behind bars. Allen's attorneys asked the judge to suppress those confessions, claiming they were coerced and came at a time when Allen was suffering from mental illness caused by his incarceration. Today, the judge ruled that essentially all the confessions could be presented at trial. So that includes confessions Allen made to his family, confessions he made to prison guards and other inmates and the warden at the Westville Correctional Facility, and confessions Allen made to a prison doctor, the psychologist assigned to work with him inside the Indiana State Prison system. In her ruling, the judge wrote, statements given to the defendant's family members were voluntarily not coerced by any state action and were not made under threats of violence or improper influence. And she said the court finds that statements given by the defendant to Dr. Walla, that psychologist, the warden, inmates, guards, medical personnel, mental health professionals, and law enforcement personnel were not coerced, were voluntary, were not the result of interrogation by the state or its actors, nor the product of his confinement, and therefore the judge denied the defendant's motion to suppress the statements. In other words, a jury will get to hear all of it, and the judge said she did not find the defense team's argument about Allen's mental illness defense to be persuasive. What impact will all this have on the upcoming trial? Here's 13 News legal analyst Katie Jackson-Lindsay to explain.
That's an advantage for the state. There's no question about it. Any prosecutor would love to have a confession on a case. And so while it puts the defense in a position to defend something more, it gives the state an extreme advantage in showing, hey, we know we have the right guy because even the guy told you that he's the right guy.
Now, at trial, Jackson-Lindsay expects the defense will try to explain why Allen's confessions were coerced and don't match evidence at the crime scene. Now, there's one other big ruling that we are still waiting on. Richard Allen's attorneys want to tell a jury about evidence that might point to someone other than Richard Allen committing the murders of Abby Williams and Libby German. The prosecutor has asked the judge to suppress that information so the jury can't hear about it. The judge is expected to issue that ruling by the end of the week, and we'll certainly have it for you when she does. In the newsroom, I'm Bob Segall, 13 Investigates.
All right, Bob, thanks so much.